Mr. Witness, but because I want to handle this cluster together, let's play all the videos about this cluster of allegations. Chair, that was just Annex 7. Its transcript is to be found, as I said, at pages 73 to 78. If we could kindly play the video about KNJ, which is Annex number 8.
Order, clerk. I think it will help just after the clip or before you introduce the clip, say the clip is proving the following. Then they just leave it there. That it is proving this or it has proved this.
Chair.
Yes.
Chair.
Yes.
I'm really trying to help my learned friend here. You know, he was my classmate. For us to follow what is happening in council, don't tell us the annexure because your document is not labeled in annexures. Just say the video we are about to play, the transcription is at page 79, so that we follow what is happening. Because, you know, as you know, many of us here don't speak Kimeru at all.
I thought Chair I had done that already, but I can repeat. Or before the video. Fair enough. I'm guided. Honorable DMK, what does the video about the events in Timao show?
Yeah, the first video that was played was for the governor at Timao, where she is telling the public that she is introducing firefighters, and then she is going to employ local people there to be driving them and to be using them to respond to fire incidences. And then she is asking them, if I bring people from far, are they going to know? She mentions various places around Timao that the public seems to know. And then they know that those people who she will bring will not know. Then she goes ahead and the public asks her, can we employ that one? Then that person comes over. The governor says, can we employ that person? The public says no. Then she tells the person, you have been refused, go down. Then next, she did the advertisement and the recruitment and hired them on site and told them you have been hired. And then on the same place, on the same podium, she rejected more than I don't think from that video, she said that she wanted to employ 4 people, but it seems like it's 2 people who she has agreed with. And sometimes the public is hard saying, yes, employ that one, but she doesn't hear what they say. Then she tells the applicant for the job, you have been rejected and gone. So sometimes she's not even in sync with the public on the person the public is telling her, employ that person, which is wrong because there is no provision in law for public participation in employment, if that was it, or roadside employment.
So we are talking about firefighters here. Is this a specialized job or it's a job anybody can do?
It's a specialized job that requires someone to be trained either at the National Youth Service or any other body that trains firefighters.
Is a political rally, sir, an appropriate forum for shortlisting, vetting the persons who are appropriate for that specialized job?
No, it's not.
At any rate, does the governor have any legal mandate to recruit county workers in a public forum, in a political rally, the way she appears on that video?
No, it's not. It's the mandate of the County Public Service Board to advertise for jobs and recruit competitively for any employee in the county public service.
As the governor contested in her response the authenticity of this recording?
She has not contested it.
Chair, we'll play now the event for KNJ, and so that I don't fall into trouble again.
Yeah, the next video was where she was recruiting now guards at Nkobo.
Let's
using the same method.
Let's do the Nkobo one.
Nkobo is the one that has been played.
Let's do the one for KNJ. KNJ, Chair, is Annex 8, and the transcript for that video is to be found at pages 79 to 81 of Volume 1.
Mother Nampeto Ome, Ningweta Nambere Kuromba, Totonge Miru, Totavo Madome, Jepi Roe, Oneroe, Jepi Nambe, Yoninambe, katika jina la Yesu. Bwana asifiwe. Elia rende na interview nyingine tete. Lakini mbele ndete interview na mbele nkanira nkwenda kuwa by Friday. Chawelo tongerie mwe. Mbele Juma. Wewe kedro wewe soko yeto mbeni. Nije Juma. Kuwata nila. Wewe biriko daroko. Wende ni. Nambere ya roho Wanda administrator, amwana sub-county administrator. Ibabwiri kwezwa bebu karijianzi, wachara antebatano bakwege la zoko yeto ya kianja we. Naimba kachento urai. Niki nangoe. Wanda adimini kenda toba iki utaratibu weta baandekwa watu kwege la zoko yeto. Tuko pamoja. Mbele royo liwarezoa Wanda administrator na sub-county admin ibabwiri kwezwa borio karanze na antobazo kona tongeria woko na wochi manyibaeri babeya imaeko bakande ko bakabia wochi bakamaza kwa woto. Tuko pamoja. Bwana asifiwe. Zoko eneo kimo bango kana mebango yetu ila tueneo eneo ndekera ili zoko number 1 kuimba enka imba enka imba moya mumena wote alaka taratibu Betule wa miaka ya wadanimungu ngebetuweka wadanimunga wana ni mama wakare wa iliwa. Hiyo ni uongo. Ezo kwa mkaimba katika jina la Yesu. Soko ng'ombe tukamerekebisha. Mwambani. Anto be yake mzaiba kezera kuboko yuko na hizo kwa inamutongeje mwekuru. Ukojari mwantu wakana kamero. Tuwamore bonge na biwa drainage. Baraba kaya kuwekira drainage.
Honorable DMK, in summary, what was the governor saying in the video we just played to the Senate, as indicated in the transcript of that video?
What the governor has done is she was directing the sub-county administrator and the ward administrator for Kianjai ward to recruit watchmen and sweepers, and then she will find a way of regularizing those appointments through the formal process. That there should be people from that area because they are the ones who understand that area. They are hustlers. There are so many people there without jobs, so they should just pick people from that area and then recruit them immediately. Then she gave the numbers of watchmen and I think 2 watchmen and the sweepers who are supposed to be recruited for the market of Kianjai, and directing sub-county administrators and the ward administrators to usurp the functions of the County Public Service Board.
Would that amount to interference with the statutorily ordained organs and procedures for employing county workers?
Yes.
Does the governor have any legal mandate to recruit county workers of the type she was directing the ward administrators to recruit?
No, it's illegal for her to do it, and it's illegal that she's directing someone to commit an illegality.
Would our interference unduly influence the recruitment of the cadre of workers in question?
Come again?
Would the governor's usurpation unduly influence the County Public Service Board in employing the specific cadre of workers referred to in the video?
Yes, a usurpation can interfere because she's the CEO of the county.
Does that exert undue pressure on them to employ the specific persons the governor has identified in the public rally?
Yes, that's what she was implying by directing them to employ. Then they bring the names, then she's going to regularize It means that she is going to apply undue influence to the public service board to recruit the people these people have been ordered to do.
Let's go to the Committee on the Municipality Affairs. Is there a law that regulates how the municipality of Meru is to be run?
Yes. The County Assembly of Meru adopted or passed the municipal charter that has created the municipal board that is supposed to oversee all matters to do with the management of Meru town, because it has been classified as a municipality under the Municipal and Cities Act.
What is the body authorized by that law to run matters of the municipality, whether it's parking, whether it is garbage collection, whatever it is? What is the body mandated by law to deal with those issues?
It is the municipal board.
Does the governor have any powers to direct the municipal board how to discharge its functions?
No, it's an autonomous body.
But have you placed any evidence, sir, before this Senate of the governor's interference with the functions of the municipal board?
Yes, I have placed a video here that can be played of the governor interfering with the working of the Meru Municipal Board in a speech, in a meeting she had organized of the business, the Matatu sector in Meru town, annexed as Annex 9. Then there is Annex 9A in the motion.
The transcript share Annex 9A would be at page 82 to 85 of Volume 1. We can now play Annex 9.
To identify Narangari Kamata, to the obstruction in town, to see Prinjiki Mutongi, and to Tonya Yashare Mutongi. Then the grant, Nagoduake, Excellency, Stage and G4. Without an hour, member by way of Folam, but the Kilurano, Dicky and then to stage individual. That day, we were in Dinamo. Nabobe, Tokedurano, Bacaumbera. No, to want to go Kumera. Bacalmera? Bacalmera, excellent. Bacalmera. Bateja. Oh, Bamba Isobe. Oh, Baba, Mama, Mio. Kenda Baba, and give on us some Kyokia. Oh. Aya, kamete yetu tumeambilia tumekele Bwana Angelo kwa Angelo Neze. Kamete je ikelo ena mzungu eko mzungu inaitire. Mzungu eko ametoka. Mzungu kamete je tumekele mukuru tom. Kamete je tumekele Andrew ni kiongozi. Kamete bando na mainge na iva na motelia. Kamete tumeremi Nkondi. Kamete tumeremi Motuma Bab. Njende atanga na kamete tumeongea Frida, eko Frida revenue, kuka teku. Kamete antobangana. Kwa kwa tabua. Zatawa. Utukwa na agenda. Oh, natonye mse wetu natonye. Na ndene ngana ngwete kara memono. Na ndeka kamete yetu eme yangu kwambelia Jumatatu. Jumatatu, Jumaine na Jumatano. Aramisi. Bedro bakumenya anto bonde bali araba bujuka. Tukuwasandira. Na kamete tumeyengo hii ya kudaura baba tekiela kwa njifo hezi kwa muame ntukote. Batigere, izurano viko vivwa, bweza ilonga meri ni obisishia tu. Tisa sao, bagu novo kwenda achama nyo kamete. Ale mwome baba ale, hai.
Angelo. Aya, chairman yote ni Angelo. Vice chairman ni kiongozi. Tunasana na Filinda. Organizing secretary ni Kodi. Wangine member.
Maybe we post it there again for the interest of time. Bwana DMK, please tell Senate in summary what was happening as per this video and the transcript.
Yeah, what was happening is the governor had organized a meeting for taxi operators in Merutown at Kenoru Stadium, and they were saying the various issues that are affecting them in the conduct of their business, where they want to locate their stages, pick passengers and all that, and all those issues that pertain to the organization of the transport sector, especially for the small cars in Merutown. And now, in that particular meeting, she is directing who will be the chairman. She first of all picks people randomly from the meeting, and then directs who will be chairman, who will be vice chairman, who will be treasurer. And then that is the committee that she has told at the tail end of the video to go out there in the town and conduct elections for various matatu stages. And that's not their work.
These people she has lined up in the video, there was an Angelo there. Is he a member of the Meru Municipal Board?
No.
Is Muzungu a member of the Municipal Board?
No.
Is Tom a member of the Municipal Board?
No.
Indeed, is any of the members of that committee she has lined up a member of the Municipal Board?
No.
Would this interference undermine the statutory discharge of the functions of the Municipal Board?
Yes, it will. Because we have a board that is in office, that is even doing allowances from the county, and they are doing nothing because the governor has sorted to creating her own board or a committee to run the affairs of Merutown when there is another board in office, which is likely also to create more conflicts that she is trying to solve.
So we have a governor here directing ward administrators, usurping the functions of the County Public Service Board and now the Municipal Board. Does the law of this country allow the governor to set up parallel structures for running the county outside those known to the law?
No, she's not allowed. I think she operates on the paradigm that maybe she's the first governor, there are no structures, there are no laws. She's creating her own systems.
Let's go to the second cluster of allegations, which is the campaigns against other leaders. Starting with the minority leader, have you placed any evidence before the Senate?
Yes.
To support the allegation of humiliation of the minority leader?
The video Annex 11, there is a video and there is Annex 11A,
11A,
which is a transcription of that video.
11A will be found at pages 86 to 90 of Volume 1. If we could play Annex 11.
No, kila speaker iko karibu. Kwa kila speaker.
Wanaweza asifiwe. Ano kwa leo ndio. Lakini leo kwa watu tichokera. Mungu aregoro. Mungu nakutika. Kwa ile kama nadia. Iwe nje unachionde.
Iwe ndio kwa unaua. Nawe babo ndio umateyonde.
Ikera nini?
Yakanda kabutano na evidence yote huwa iweko.
Ndio kufikira. Alwarenga bana ndio hicho ndo wadia. Why is that? Exact. Not to number 1. Ikera ni boire. No, okera mkawazore.
So, Honorable DMK, in summary, what transpired at this forum as per the view?
Yeah, the governor had visited MWANGAZA, which is a small place in a Kive ward where the minority leader of the county assembly comes from. And then the governor calls him up and tells him in front of she first of all incites the public by asking, should he come and apologize to me? Like she was lording over him. Come and apologize. Then she somehow, the public was saying no initially, but then she continued talking and asking the public, should he come and apologize to me? Then the minority leader is called up. Then she tells the minority leader, come and apologize to me. Then she gives him the mic. And the minority leader says, I'm not going to apologize for things I don't know about. Why you're telling me to apologize before you? Then the governor is prodding him. And the minority leader says, most of the allegations the governor has labeled against MCAs here are not true. Then the governor intervenes and asks him, can you tell this public which ones are not true? And then she goes on and tells him, just say sorry to me. Don't worry. I'll protect you against the speaker. And then she doesn't also tell him what she is protecting against the speaker of the assembly for and what dangers he was facing against the speaker that she was seeking. Then the minority leader says, I cannot apologize for things that I don't know I'm apologizing about. Then she goes and grabs the mic from him and tells him to sit down. Then she continued with her speech of putting him in his place.
Has the governor contested the accuracy of that recording in the video?
She has not contested it.
In her response, has she contested the accuracy of the transcript of that video?
She has not.
In her response, has she disclosed the offense supposedly committed by the minority leader that warranted the demand for a public apology?
No, she is not disclosing what he had done to apologize to her publicly.
Does our law permit governors to parade other leaders and demand public apologies from them for non-disclosed wrongs?
The Constitution and the existing laws do not permit it. They do not permit humiliation. Actually, the Constitution demands that you treat other people, not just leaders. There is a people's representative. Do not treat other people with respect. That is Chapter 6. It's a basic requirement of Chapter 6.
Does Chapter 6 forbid bullying?
Yes, it does. And even the Public Officer Ethics Act defines what bullying is and forbids it.
Let's go to the events revolving around the senator.
Chair, before council moves, Chair, because there was a specific allegation about the grabbing of the microphone, and I know we are constrained for time, it will be beneficial for us to be able to see that for ourselves. I have not seen it on the video that was played, so perhaps we can see that video in its entirety because there was a specific allegation.
Maybe you can play it towards the end, Chair.
Towards the end.
Order. In fact, I have given you an extra 30 minutes. Your witness is now 4 minutes away from 1 hour. So organize your evidence so that you conclude it in these 4 minutes.
Okay, Chair will organize accordingly. The challenge, as I said, is we have very many allegations and we are all constrained for time. I would suggest we go to the video, if I have your permission, that relates to the senator and the cabinet secretary, which is Annex 13. The transcript for that video is Annex 13A, which is to be found at pages 98 to 101 of Volume 1. If we could kindly play the video.
MWANGAZA kenda bamwetekeria okuma kero tasaidia Ruto kawera MWANGAZA ababaire thirikari nusu. Mabu mukwenda kawera MWANGAZA abaire ntore na kaguri thirikari nusu. Kokorea Hoto woye inga wele Kokorea Wou ulie kwandokanya kaburi muronge na letore. Nekane nina kawera bange thirikari yawe. Andike kabineti yawe anabaya kwenda kuandike yawe mwene. Nani wide kawera akwambie kurega kubaya thirikari bambio wega bitina katika ya kawera na Ruto. Lakini yani kawera Mwangaza atandokana na Ruto. Basikile moja kwa moja. Lakini leo na kaduri kawera atego wa thirikari. Na leo alitobeto baua. Kesi kuisha.
Gavana mia.
Thirikari tegwa mukate nusu, na tegwa mukate kwata, mukate fundo bare. Oke mudo bige jambo ya abo bakoromera ko mundu na bato wakula. Oke to ibo ngekura kweli ko kwidera kwena kuaminifu.
So in summary, Honorable DMK, according to this video, first of all, has the governor challenged the accuracy of the recording in the video?
No, she has not.
In her response, has she challenged the transcription of that video?
She has not.
But in summary, who are the people speaking in that video?
It's the husband who first of all opens by vilifying the Senator for Meru County, Honorable Kadhuri Murungi, and the CS for Agriculture, by saying that they are demanding that they share government between the three of them. Then the governor comes in and picks it up and says that the senator and the CS are demanding that a share of my government, and I don't want to share anything. I will not give them mkate quarter, I will not give them mkate nusu, I will have the whole bread, and I'm not going to share any power with them. And then he says they are using that leverage to block her from accessing the president. And then she goes on to say that she will stay with the president whether the two of them like it or not.
Now, as Kawira placed, or rather, sorry, Chair, my apologies, as the Honorable Governor placed any material before the Senate to justify these accusations she makes against the Cabinet Secretary and against the Senator for Meru?
She has not placed any material to back up our claims of their demands.
As a matter of fact, has she placed any material from the videos we've played so far justifying the claims she was making against the other leaders?
She has not justified any claims she has been making, and the verification campaign she has been carrying on against other leaders.
Let's go to the MP Tigania East. Chair, the video for Tigania East to be Annex 14. The transcript is Annex 14A, which is set out in pages 102 to 107 of Volume 1. If we could play Annex 14.
Niseme nisiseme, mpuru wa bore SMS ile atumete na kampuni ile aretete thirikari na account Mwangaza ici aretete kampuni ciawe kampuni mwe kampuni 12 ndene account ya Meru ofisini ya Kawira Mwangaza na kampuni cionthe mpuru icia kuwechibati kweja wangu wecia kukuria barabara Meru nikenda bere ano Kawira Mwangaza. Ibo kwenda huu tudhanie Kawira Mwangaza dhanie mporo contract account yote nikenda bawatanira na ndebo igwake tumage kuringwa na thenera rara Meru au ni onyongwe ruma au ni onyongoe bwaja gato gai tukwaria Kawira Mwangaza otonya obisine tukwembere mporo wa bore na kethenda aliorongonete kotini akara liontobu ejire na barua ya pending bill ya milioni nkoroki ya 10 akiwa Kawira Mwangaza ndabatere kurea TV ya mpuro milioni nkoroki ya 10 ate thirikari county enera ndure nkoroki ya milioni 10 ya mpuro ipo kwa wadabu dai barua ya ofisi ya Kawira Mwangaza ile mpuro ajire neo akiuga TV ewe niritirete thirikari county ngugene ne muno abati kure wankurukie milioni 10 Kawera Mwangaza auga atamba kure ambesa yu no mongasi ambe itegerwe ichunguzwe imenyekane ingugere kose itete kumenyekethera milioni 10 ibati kure wa TV Mporo kana milioni 10 ibati kweje kathomithia kana gatigania niseme itoboe nisitoboe.
So in summary, sir, and we're really constrained for time, in summary, what was transpiring as per that video?
So the governor and the spouse were in a meeting in Tigania East, and then they went on a verification campaign against the local MP in Mporo, claiming that the reason why there is a disagreement between the governor and the MP for Tigania East is that the MP has brought 14 companies so that the governor can award all of them county tenders. And then the spouse claimed that Mporo has brought a pending bill of 10 million that is supposed to be paid to Mporo's TV called Meru TV, and he cannot substantiate where these pending bills are emanating from. And then he is asking the public, should we give tenders, all county tenders, to 14 companies owned by Mporo Abodi, and then we deny the children of Tigania bursaries for school, bursaries for their kids, and the public, of course, knows no. And then when the governor rose to speak, she did not deny, she in fact picked up from there, she did not deny these allegations from the spouse. And it also goes on to explain why the spouse is at the middle, through these appointments that she has given him, in the middle of the county, affairs.
Now, as Honorable Kawera Mwangaza, in her response, challenged the authenticity of the video we played?
She has not.
Has she challenged the accuracy of the transcript of that video?
She has not.
In her response, has she attached the SMSs she claims Honorable Mporo has sent him making these demands of 10 million?
No, there are no SMSs that have been sent where the husband is alleging that Mporo had sent the wife, who is the governor, SMSs claiming to be paid money. So he did not acquire those SMSs from the governor so that he brings them to this house.
The letter she claims Honorable Mporo sent her demanding the money, has she attached that letter to her response?
She has not.
Chair, I pray now we go to the Catholic Church. That would be Annex 15, which is the video. The transcript of that video is Annex 15A, which is to be found in pages 108 to 114 of Volume 1. If we play the video, Chair.
Wetu ambara mua gotumwane mbaraki. Erete okarumane.
Kwanza kila dakika wakiomba, wanaomba amani. Na wewe ndio gavana. Kwani wewe hutaki amani? Na kama hutaki amani, naona umeanza kuchanganyikiwa. Na umechanganyikiwa, ungeingia kwa hii kanisa leo, ulikuwa imevaliwa red. Mam, ukijua red inamaanisha nini? Kikatholik, wajane simani.
Iwo na barekera cia rendi kana cia papo kana cia pinki. Na meankie kaviorongwa. Bado itakuwa baraka.
Na wale advisor uko nao hawajasoma, na wewe hujasoma, ndio unaona umeanza kuingilia hata mambo ya Mungu.
Kwa sababu unaona sisi tumevaa zile nguo za red. Kwa sababu wale wako na shida na sisi, hiyo maombi itawaonyesha mambo.
Hiyo kanisa unasikia tukiitwa wezi nini? Ajue kama si Katholiki mimi singekuwa naongea. Katholiki ndio ilichukua walemavu, Katholiki ndio inachukua yule mtu mlemavu, inaweka wanakaa na yeye kwa nyumba moja.
Adumia bire bikurukite nyuma ya battery bakansa Katholiki batongetwe ni battery Lawrence Micheni. Uritamisa na nguo intune nyuma ya bokurwa n'ingabana Kawira ne bayete mundajura yuri na ikarobia MWANGAZA. Kawira agichokia migambo iji.
Bagwatia menki. Ndeuga nani nonto nembije maandiko. Muntu kalita morogio wetu ambara mua gotumwane mbaraki. Erete Karumane. Agererie gotumura kanyoga kirumie ka kitharimo. Iwona bagekera cia rendi kana cia papo kana cia pinki. Na meankie kathiũrũngua. Bado itakuwa baraka kwa wenye haki.
Chair, I would want us to play this video with another one on the Catholic Church so that I take the questions together, which is Annex 21.
But as you do it, yes, I want you to be aware that this witness has done 1 hour and 4 minutes.
I'm conscious of that, Chair.
The remaining time is for all the other witnesses. You're conscious?
Fair enough, Chair.
Very good.
Nonto mwathani uri murangu batharime nonto nitwije ni batethagia Meru County na nthi ingi mwanya mwanya bakareta macibitari bakareta kinya macukuru riu mbeca ici cigwitwo milioni 6 na 7 ni kidogo kirogo mwathani baringithie batucokerie nonto uri Ngai ibwaga tu batharima Mungu wetu na indene ritwa Jesu Kristo mwathani twaromba na gucokia Ngai.
So very quickly, Honorable DMK, what was happening in these events recorded in these 2 videos?
Yeah, so the governor has gone to war with the Catholic Church, even from our own submissions, saying that they stole the land at Igoji, where Igoji Boys is placed, and they elected a school there, Igoji Boys, which now was leased to the previous county administration by the church, where...
Chair, again, I am totally lost. Which page is that transcription?
For video 21?
The page, so that we can follow the transcription, please.
Page 108, Chair, of volume 1 to page 114.
Yes, so the governor now was mocking the priests for wearing red apparel or whatever clothes they were wearing to do a mass. And they were doing this mass because the governor had told them that they have stolen 6 million shillings from the county. So she was conducting a mock prayer against the church and saying they do good deeds, but they have stolen 6 million. May you, God, touch them to return that money to the county. So then she sees off, in video 21, she sees them off. As they left, the priest left the venue of the meeting after the governor and finished, of course, vilifying them to the public.
Has the governor lodged any complaint to the Land Commission to confirm the Catholic Church grabbed the public land in question?
I have not seen any complaint the governor has lodged with the National Lands Commission to establish the legality.
Chair, I really hate to do this, Chair, but Council, please direct me to the page of the transcript where she is saying the Catholic Church stole this land in Igoji. Just please, so that we can follow what is being said. On which page is that?
There is from page 108, Chair, and I think at this rate, Chair, I also pray for your protection because even after I give the pages, my colleague still comes back to complain I haven't given the pages, and it's eating really into my time. I had indicated it is pages 108 to 114.
Chair, I think Council has misunderstood me.
Very well. Council, bear with us. Why we are bending all the way backwards is because we want to give you a chance to make your case. Yes. We don't want to make decisions based on what we think. Yes. We will make based on what we hear from you. And please, the stories of your colleague, those were your days. When you're here, he's the senator for Nairobi, and you are the counsel for the County Assembly of Meru.
Fair enough, Chair. I'm just pointing out your answer to show I had actually given the pages.
Chair, he has given a range of pages, 108 to 114, which is a long transcript of the entire speech. There is a specific allegation that the governor is saying the Catholic Church stole land at Igoji. For that specific allegation, I want the transcription, the page. Where
it is at page 109, Chair. Page 109 of volume 1.
Maybe I have the wrong document, Chair, because at 109, I do not see that transcription.
Chair, I encourage you to see your page 109, the very last paragraph in English. I encourage you to see the second paragraph in page 109 about the religious apparel. And like I say, the transcript is for the entire video. If I had the time, if we weren't working with these crazy timelines, I have no difficulty. I will take all the time to take you through every comma and full stop. But I'm also conscious of your reminders that the time taken extra by this witness will be deducted from my other witnesses.
Yes, I understand your difficulty. What the senator is looking for is precision. The statement here is saying, because the land does not belong to my sons, it is not my land or my home. I am protecting wealth for Igoji children and the people of Meru. She has said that. But where she now says that the Catholic has stolen is missing in this.
I'm sure I can get it if I need, like I said, Chair, it's all in the record.
Very good. So let me help you.
Yes.
Members, let's bear with him. He's trying to beat time. As you know, we are not going to believe everything that the witness is saying by way of translation. We will have a Meru expert who will also agree with you in this translation. It's not ending here. So during report writing, we'll be able to verify what you're saying.
Much
so
obliged,
you
Chair.
Proceed, yeah.
So, Honorable DMK, in the response, has the governor challenged the accuracy of the two videos?
No, she has not.
Has she challenged the translation and transcript of those videos?
No, she has not.
Has she complained to the EACC about any land grabbing from the Catholic Church?
No, she has not.
Let's assume for a minute that the governor was right, that the Catholic Church had indeed grabbed the land. Would that entitle her to make these utterances, given the emotive nature of land in this question, in this country?
No, the utterances are quite risky and dangerous, even endangering the lives of the priests who are there in that particular function. And also, it's likely to stir, because we have seen in so many countries where a region has been used even to wage wars against each other. We have seen the breakdown in Central African Republic. Sudan was divided because of a region, Northern Ireland, Nigeria, Biafra, or so many other countries where a region is an emotive issue that should be approached with caution, especially by people in authority.
Chair, the legal counsel is giving speculative information rather than the affidavit as shared, the transcript as shared. Seeking the opinion of the witness is not in order.
Yes, Senator, the counsel is an experienced lawyer, and you know that you're doing that at your own detriment. The committee will not pay any attention to that opinion. So it's not helping you.
I'm guided, Chair.
Counsel.
I'll retract.
Let the witness spend his time, adducing evidence. But opinion, it just ends there. Opinion will not affect us. It will not direct us. We know where to get opinion from authorities. The witness has not all of a sudden become an authority.
Honorable DMK is organizing public rallies by governors the official way of addressing land grievances in this country?
Of course not.
Let's go to the allegations about forceful entry into the assembly. That chair would be Annex 16, and we'll play together with Annex 17. The transcript for Annex 16 is to be found at page 115 of volume 1. The transcript for Annex 17 is to be found at page 116 to 121 of volume 1. If we could begin with Annex 16. Let's play 17 so that we'll take the questions together.
That's not the video.
Annex 17, please.
That one.
Is still with the County Assembly of Meru. Unfortunately, our Kungoja, they barred me from entering the assembly, which I did by force or by God's grace. And then immediately after kuanza kuongea wakatoka nje. Na walipotoka nje wakaimba mapambano.
So in summary, what is transpiring here, sir?
Yes, it's at the County Assembly of Meru where there was a Gazettean sitting. The governor was supposed to come and give her address. And when she came to the assembly, I think the day before, there was a communication to her that according to the way the environment is, she should avoid coming to the assembly at that particular point. But she came by force, like she acknowledged, and forced her way into the assembly. Then the members never walked out on her. They never listened to her during that day. And she acknowledged herself that she came in by force. She came with a crowd. And that crowd is the one now that started throwing stones immediately she left the assembly. After the members had left, she walked out because she was left alone with the speaker in the assembly. Then she walked out. The crowd and gathered at the gate. That's where she's speaking from. And after that, the crowd now, after all the speech she made, telling them that these MCAs are cartels, thieves, that's when now the stone throwing started happening towards the assembly.
Are governors allowed to go to make their maiden speech accompanied by crowds to the assembly?
No.
Are governors allowed to have their crowns force their way through the precincts of the assembly?
No.
Has she placed any material before the Senate to show that MCAs were members of a cartel, as she says on the video?
No.
Chair, we now propose to deal with the allegation on PFM laws and their breach. And for that purpose, we will play Annex 18. The transcript is to be found at pages 122 to 127 of Volume 1. Further evidence of that allegation, Chair, is to be found in page 128 of Volume 1. If we could kindly play the video.
Iri kwambiria kurekerwo thai bakana nja ciao tukweja na wivakire aje vau imbangite kwitanira ngugi na professionals. Dauga professionals ikuga CS na chief officer bara tugatara no monka bethwe baije betete kurita ngugi iriku na bare ariti ngugi ba thirikari kana bare ariti ngugi ba sibitari bara bomba kwerewa mantu ja mwaje na mantu ja muriti ngugi unge mwenzao. Kwa ukire atongeria baere bara bakeja kisiasa, that is CEC and chief officer, lazima wawe madaktari. Itoko need welfare kana wellness ya ritingoge betu basibitari tudotwe na wellness center. Kenda baba baguita ngoge huko bokurukira a lot of stigma kuona antu baunekangi kuona antu baje tu bakariona nona bakethwa bena center ire inyabo bongo bomba kwarirwa be madaktari betu bakaigwa bagacokanira. Bwana asifiwe. Wao daktari waome, maana wewe ndio chief officer wetu hapa na Mungu atakuinua, utabarikiwa na utapitishwa na assembly yetu. Naomba tuwe na wellness center ya wafanyikazi wetu. And that should be done very fast. Ndio wale ambao wanapitia mambo magumu tuomba gutetheria ariti betu bangoge patika umie ndaba kuona aje betu. Untubombera bravo tumite sibitari chetu ciethwa itena ndawa kwina mbeca ici bure aga na aje nyingi wetare ukagitithwa mbeca iri kuthuranwa na mbeca ici ciuka gwigekirwo kire account nene kana bakayukia bacicarenda kaire back to the county government igeta na ndi bakeja gucoka irwa kaire kana bakeja kuthithaia na ndi budget kenda bathetherwa na kuma narua mbeca iria cikurogotwa ndene sibitari itebweri gwetage county government kaire ibweri gukara within this level 5 or level 6 poka ibanga buingwa na ndawa cienu na ndawa na utethio wa sibitari kenda sibitari yomba gukura gutesaga kana parastato yomba kwethwa ekele meta mbeca ciao to another body itobweri kwethwa twena utaratibu bobwega kethira tugakuria sibitari cietu. So bodi yetu na hata pia viongozi wa hii hospitali, naomba pesa zenu ziwe ni zenu. Kama tutaongezea tukiwa county government tuongezee, lakini zenu ni zenu. Huko gwatanira buu kwa ukiriria already be national tuibombete kuthurania. Hawa ni waaminifu na ni watu wazuri, wamesanya average ya 30 million. Naomba kama milioni 20 itumiwe kuprocure madawa, watu wakifika the day after tomorrow pedre kuena ndawa.
In short, what is transpiring in this video, sir?
Yeah, the governor was giving waivers to patients at the Meru Level 5 hospital, and she was also directing the management of the Meru Level 5 hospital not to cease remitting the monies that they collect from the hospital to the county revenue fund and start spending it at source to procure medicines.
Does the Meru Level 5 have an independent management body?
Yes, they have an independent management body headed by the CEO.
Does the governor have any power under the law establishing the Meru Level 5 hospital to give the waivers she was giving?
No, the power is given by law to the CEC in charge of health and finance.
Would the governor's directive interfere with the free and independent exercise of the mind of the CEO and the board?
Yes, she's the CEO of the county, so our word is taken with the evidence it should be taken with.
Lastly, Chair, this is the last one. Let's deal with the misconduct under theme number 5 about nomination of CECs. The evidence, Chair, will be Annex 19, which is the video, and the transcript of Annex 19 is at page 132 to 137 of Volume 1. Further evidence is in Annex 20, the transcript of which is to be found in pages 138 to 139 of Volume 1. Again, in the interest of time, I would pray we play the two clips together, then we can take the questions.
Tena wasiwasi ya kwamba I made the right choice kuojere hoji na kiangwa kana getu kenda kapeperusha bendera ya Meru County kageta kwa waziri chaweka na bado sijakosa matumaini nimbije gitare gakinya nakakana napikaranja hapana huyo kwa serikali ndani kabisa kila lugana yewa muingira kwa waziri kuinga milango serikali ya mama ni kubwa sana akalandene na kwanza kamuleta ile ubwekeza na gari aja wala lugana yeye ukumenya muno bwana asifiwe oyo mwoga shurikire kwa juju leonde ena power na ndienda kuleto ndia nendo mbaya mwana kaka kana kambo jumbe kila sore jensi atakuwa mjumbe andikara kama na wewe ni kihoria atakuwa mjumbe na akikaka tika murango jojo alingana jo waziri wa county aka waziri wa national government bwana asifiwe ukana guteka make ndagite waziri tano na wakuririkana kawira kandi jego giganto kega lakini komane murongo ni murongo nego jinkari gwatiro na nkari kali.
What is transpiring according to that video, sir, very quickly?
Yes. Now, the transcript in translation to that video is the governor was at Igoji Westward, and she was trashing the process that was used to reject one of the nominees from that area where she was. She was the nominee for youth. And then she says that even if the MCA for this area led the process of rejecting her, I'll bring her here as an administrator so that they can be pushing each other from here. Because she was a contestant in the previous election against that MCA, then the governor nominated her. So the governor was directing that she's going to bring her into government and bring her right into that ward where she was contesting so that she can be able to deal with that MCA because of rejecting her to be a CCM member of the County Assembly of Meru.
What should the governor do if a CEC nominee is rejected by the Assembly?
she is supposed to resubmit names with a fresh list to the County Assembly for consideration according to the County Assembly's Approval Act.
Has the governor done that?
No, she did not do that. Indeed, she usurped the powers granted to the CCM under the County Governments Act, under the County Governments Act, and she reduced the ministries from 10 to 6, that is 46 of the County Governments Act, and she reduced the ministries to 6 and said she is not going to submit any new names. She just, the 3 who are approved out of 10, she gave them more departments, and the deputy governor one more department, and collapsed the department without the involvement of CECs who have been approved themselves and refused to submit fresh names for consideration.
Is the governor allowed to conduct public vilification campaigns against an assembly for rejecting a CEC nominees?
Of course not.
Now, very quickly, I'll show you the response by the governor to the motion before you. To the best of your knowledge, was the governor given the opportunity to defend herself before the assembly?
Yes, the assembly gave her a notice. I also gave her a notice according to the directions that were issued by the court, because I brought the first motion and it was quashed by the courts. Then later on, I brought this motion that is before this house, and then we gave her a notice to appear either by herself or her legal representatives, and she refused to do that.
Chair, that invitation is to be found at page 49 of volume 3, page 49 of volume 3 of the Assembly's documents. So these documents she has now placed before the Senate. Did the Assembly have the benefit of considering them now that she never responded to the motion?
No, the members of the Assembly did not have the benefit of looking at the various defenses she has put forth for the charges placed before the Assembly.
Let's go to page 2 of our volume 2. Chair, the volume 2 of the governor's response. You have opened page 2 of the governor's response. It's 2 in bold at the bottom. That document, sir, is dated 22nd of October, right?
Yes.
Would the governor with due diligence have placed this document before the Assembly?
Yes, she should have brought it before the Assembly.
Let's go to the document by Honorable Simon Kiambi at page 9 of the governor's response. Honorable Kiambi says MCAs were coerced and unduly influenced, paragraph 4 of that affidavit. Has he disclosed who coerced them?
No, he has not.
He talks of violence, harassment, and other things. Has he disclosed who was harassing them?
He has not disclosed, neither has he said that he reported to the police about this violence, physical violence that he said was meted on him.
He says MCAs feared being denied privileges at paragraph 8. Has he identified the privileges in question and who was threatening to withdraw them?
No, he said that the privileges granted by their parties is the deputy majority party whip, and that has not been denied or taken away by the party from him.
Let's go to page 12. There is a transcript of a video. Was this video available to the governor at the time of the impeachment?
Yes, the video was available.
Could she, with due diligence, have placed it before the Assembly?
She should have placed it before the Assembly.
Did she actually place it before the Assembly?
No, she did not.
What about the video alluded to at page 24, the transcript? Was it available to the governor at the time of the impeachment?
Yes, by the date, this should have been adduced at the assembly.
Did she adduce it before the assembly?
No.
Let's go to page 27 of our response, in which she invites us to conclude is because she's a woman. That is why she has these problems, and she alludes this to show that the former governor, who was a man, equally appointed his spouse. Does that document refer to a decision by the former governor?
No, this is a decision of the County Executive Committee dated 22nd March 2018.
So does that document show that the problems the governor has is because she's a woman?
No, our problems do not relate in any way to being a woman.
This decision at page 27 cites a particular section of the law. As the governor in her voluminous response pointed a single section of the law permitting her to do any of the multiple things she's done?
No, she did not point to the laws that were permitting her to appoint the spouse to county offices.
Let's go to page 42. What's the date on that document?
31st October 2022.
Was this document available at the time of the impeachment?
Yes, it was available and it was not adduced at the county assembly.
Let's go to the one at page 45. Was this document available to the governor at the time of the impeachment?
Yes.
By the date written there?
145, this could not have been available because it's dated 19th December. Oh, no.
No, page 45. Page 45. My page 45, Chair, is the letter from the Speaker. I hope we're on the same page.
Yes, this is dated 1st November 2022.
Was it available to the governor?
To the governor, and she should have adduced it at the county assembly hearings.
But the last paragraph of that letter tells the governor to do something. What does it tell her?
It is asking her that she had got a consultative meeting of Meru leaders, and the speaker replied by telling her to consider postponing the scheduled meeting to another date because the members were not available at that particular date.
To the best of your knowledge, has the governor ever fixed another date?
She never fixed another date.
Is it therefore open to her to say it is the MCAs refusing to hear her or to hold consultative meetings?
No, she should have fixed another meeting by consulting with the speaker to see the schedules, when there are sittings or when there are likely training schedules for the MCAs. That's what she should have done.
Let's go to the document at page 51. What is the date of that document?
The date of this document is 23rd November 2022.
Was it available to the governor at the time of the impeachment?
Yes, it was available and it was not adduced to the county assembly.
Who has authored this document?
This has been authored by CPSCS Virginia Kawera, Acting Secretary stroke CEO, the County Public Service Board.
Has this person ever been vetted by the assembly as required by law?
No, the name has appeared the first time here in the replying affidavit. We don't know when she was appointed, and the name was never submitted.
Has this person sworn an affidavit before this Senate?
No, she has not.
Has she sworn a witness statement before this Senate?
She has not.
Let's go to the document at page 52. What is the date on that document?
This is dated 19th December 2022.
Is this before or after the impeachment?
It's after 14th December when the Assembly approved the impeachment motion.
So is this a document made before or after the event?
This was made as an afterthought after the event. That's when it was written.
Let's go to the document at page 53. What is the date on it?
This is 22nd November 2022.
Was it available to the governor at the time of the impeachment?
Yes, this was available.
Was it placed before the assembly?
It was not placed before the assembly.
Who has signed it?
It has been assigned by Angelo K. Gitonga, the Acting Chief Officer, Legal Affairs, Public Service Management and Administration.
Is this a member of the County Public Service Board?
No.
Would this person therefore be competent to speak about the illegal appointments?
No.
Has this person, after all, sworn any evidence by way of affidavit or witness statement before the Senate?
No.
Let's go to the document at page 54. What is the date on that document?
The Tuesday, 22nd November 2022.
Was this document available to the governor at the time of the impeachment?
Yes, it was.
Was it placed before the assembly?
No.
Let's go to the document at page 64. When is this document sworn?
The 17th day of December 2022.
Is that before or after the impeachment?
After the impeachment.
Is it a document made after the event?
Yes.
Or before the event?
After the event.
Could this document with due diligence have been made earlier and placed before the assembly?
Yes, they could have sworn the affidavit when they were called upon to produce their evidence, the replying evidence at the assembly, and they did not.
Chair, that answer applies to all the documents up to page, so that I don't take more of your time than is necessary, to 67. Let's go to page 67 of the governor's response. What is the date?
It's dated 22nd November 2022.
22nd November 2022. Was this document available before or rather at the time of the impeachment?
Yes, the document was available. It was not adduced at the county assembly.
Let's look at the bottom. Chair, my interest here is directors, because the legal appointments were appointed at the directorate levels. At page 67, towards the bottom, item 3, what is the number of years of experience required to be appointed director of protocol and events?
5 years.
At page 69, at the B, Roman 1, what is the relevant experience required for persons to be appointed at that directorship?
A bachelor's degree from a recognized university.
Yes.
Specialized discipline.
Let's read B, Roman 1 at page 69. 69, item B, Roman 1.
Roman 1 is 69.
Page 69, Roman 1 and
requirements for appointment.
Yes, requirement for appointment.
Served in a comparable and relevant position for a minimum period of 5 years.
At page 70 for the Directorate of External Affairs, towards the bottom B, Roman 1, what is the experience required?
Served in a comparable and relevant position for a minimum period of 5 years.
At page 71, again towards the bottom B, Roman 1, how many years?
Five years.
To the best of your knowledge, sir, the illegal appointments complained in the impeachment motion, does any of those persons have the experience of 5 years in public affairs? Hilary Sandi, Muzungu, and the others.
The one I'm aware of is the Hilary Sandi, who was appointed the director of communication, who does not have the relevant experience.
The governor says she was entitled anyway in her response to appoint Hilary Sandi because it is one of the political appointments of the staff of the governor. Now let's go to page 76 of the governor's response. Under item 12, what is the advertisement made there?
Vacancy number MCPSB, dated 12th November 2022, Public Communications Officer, Officer 2.
Is that the job Hilary Sadi occupies?
Communications Officer 3, yes.
Would the governor or the county public service board be advertising this position if it were true that she was entitled to appoint Hilary Sadi just like she's entitled to appoint her chief of staff?
So I think Hilary was appointed the director of communication. So these people would be reporting to him. So he was not qualified, and I don't think they have advertised his position even.
Was impeachment already in the looming when these advertisements were made?
Yeah, the appointment had been made, and the advertisement was done before the motion.
Let's go to page 79. The governor claims that this letter from the Intergovernmental Relations Technical Committee as an advisory on the basis of which he appointed Hilary Sedi. Is there anything in the content of that letter telling her that she can appoint people like Hilary Sedi to those positions?
Of course not. I've read through it. There's nothing like that.
As a matter of fact, sir, does the Intergovernmental Relations Technical Committee deal with issues of county appointments and their staffing?
Of course not. This one deals with the relationship between the county governments and the national government.
She cites a letter at page 81 from the Transition Authority as the basis for these illegal appointments. Would that justify the illegal appointments?
This one cannot justify them because the Transition Authority was established after the 2013 elections to oversee the transition to the new county government, and there were no officers in the county to do this, and they were given only that period of transition to be doing that. It was not a blanket. It was not a blank check to do that for anybody who comes into office.
At page 105, she is an affidavit by Edward Bundi Geoffrey. Is that affidavit at page 106? Is it signed by the deponent?
No, it's not signed.
Is it signed by the Commissioner for Oaths?
It's not.
She has attached at page 112 a lease of the land the Catholic Church is alleged to have grabbed. Is the very existence of a lease consistent with the allegation of land grabbing?
It's not consistent.
Has this lease been terminated to the best of your knowledge?
It has not been terminated.
At page 113 of that lease, under item B towards the bottom, what does it say?
The landlord has caused to be erected on the same plot a building known as Diocese of Meru, Registered Trustees Igoji Boys School, hereafter referred to as the property.
Would that investment justify the payments the Catholic Diocese was receiving from the county government for use of those developments?
Yes, that would justify it because it has been acknowledged as the custodian, as the trustee for the land.
Let's go to page 137. Where does this document emanate from? 137.
Office of the Governor.
So is this a document from an independent source that can be taken seriously on its contents?
Point of order, Chair. Chair.
Senator Tobiko.
Chair, I'm just probably wondering aloud. This line of questioning by the council on this particular witness, you know, on the documents by the governor, what does it have to do with this particular witness? You can be guided.
Yes, in fact, I was having the same discussion with the clerk, but we have permitted him on the grounds that probably they are trying to rebut the evidence by the governor. And since the governor is coming, they will know how to handle this. It doesn't in any way force us to take a position in their favor. It will depend on what the governor will say. Yeah.
That's precisely what we are doing, Chair, because this is the move of the motion. He has to address you on the response to the motion. Page 137, sir. Who has authored this document from the top there?
The governor.
Does this document have a date?
This appears not to be dated.
It is not dated.
Yes, it's
is
not.
Is it a document from an independent source or from the person accused of the wrongdoing?
So it's a document used for self-defense.
It's a document used for self-defense. Let's look at page 156. That's a transcript of a video. Was this video available to the governor when the impeachment took place?
Yes, this video was available and was not adduced at the assembly.
Would the same apply to the video transcribed at page 159?
The same should apply.
What about the video at page 158?
The same should apply.
Let's go to the document at page 161. The governor's case is that Meru level 5 is autonomous. Are the directives we saw in the video giving consistent with the autonomous status of the Meru level 5 hospital?
Of course not.
Let's go to page 178. What is the date of the document?
24th October 2022.
Was this document available at the time of the impeachment?
Yes.
Was it placed before the assembly?
Of course not.
What about the one at page 179?
Yeah, this document is dated the 5th of July 2022. It was not produced at the assembly.
Lastly, sir, the governor says the reason she never availed herself of the opportunity to defend herself is because your motion was against a court order. Is that correct?
That's not correct.
Chair, the court order is reproduced in the Assembly's Volume 3. Volume 3 of the Assembly's document at pages 170 to 171. We have also produced it elsewhere, Chair. I'm just trying to confirm. But we can make do with page 171 for now. Please read to the Senate the terms of the order that the High Court issued. From page 170, Chair. Just the last part with the order, sir. Read it for the Senate.
The impeachment motion dated 21st November 2022, scheduled for debate by members of the first respondent on the 30th November 2022 at 10 a.m. is flawed and it is quashed.
Does that order relate to the impeachment motion before the Senate?
It does not relate to the impeachment motion before the Senate.
Is the claim therefore that the reason the governor refused to defend herself, it is because the matter was in court valid?
That stance by the governor is invalid.
Chair, that's all for purposes of examination in chief of this witness. My sincerest apologies. I suggest when we get there in the future, you may need to expand the time. It's completely impossible to do a good job.
Very well.
And the reason I changed the chair is I started suffering muscle pulls. I'm not used to sitting on these expensive chairs.
I thought the Meru people are very athletic. The way you drive your Nissans when you are carrying a mirror, you are very agile. Anyway, thank you very much, Council, and thank you, witness. The work you have just done is not easy. You have put in a lot of industry, and I hope you are happy that you have presented your evidence. Before we go to the second part of your matter, allow me to acknowledge the following colleagues in the House. Senator Samson Kirara K, the Senator of Nandi, he just stepped out. Senator Julius Mwendwa Kataya. Hey, Senator Alexander Murungi. Okata, you're there? Thank you, thank you. Senator Hamida, I saw her. There she is. Senator Andrew Okoit Omtata. Senator Betty Mondet. Senator Mariam Sheikh Omar. Senator Hezena Nemeletian. Stepped out. And then finally, we have the Senator of Meru, because of the respect that we give him as the Deputy Speaker, and also the fact that he's the Senator of the county whose matter we are handling. I'll allow him to say his own name and greet you, but not make a contribution on the proceedings. Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, Chair. As you have just alluded, my name is Kaduri Murungi, the Senator for the Great County of Meru, and the Deputy Speaker of the Senate. This House we are in. I thank you.
I had allowed you to greet them. If you are coming from where I come from, you would have said Mureka. But because you are not a Kikuyu like me, you have not said it.
Honorable Chair, I know you can greet them and also sing for them the royal songs. Therefore, I want to send Jambo to both the parties, the party representing the governor for Meru County, Her Excellency Kawira MWANGAZA, and the party representing the Meru County Assembly, and both the majority and minority sides. I welcome them to the Senate, and Senate, I hope and I am sure Senate will dispense of this matter to the best of their ability. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Council for the County Assembly. Our feel is that this is your key witness. So we want to conclude him completely before we allow you the other ones. Are you comfortable with that?
Chair, I'm comfortable.
Very well. Then in that case, I want to invite Counsel for the Governor to now cross-examine this witness.
Thank you, Chair, for the opportunity. Just as a way of guidance, I note that the witness has taken 2 hours in the examination in chief, apart from he was allocated 40 minutes. He has taken 2 hours, 8 minutes shy of 2 hours. So I'm wondering what time we allocated for cross-examination, considering that they have taken that much. We surely cannot do 20 minutes.
We would like you to proceed, and we want to assure you that we shall do justice.
Most obliged. Thank you, Chair. Thank you. Honorable DMK, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm glad to see you here today. I have been interacting with you through your documents. First of all, confirm to this committee that you are the second time MCA representing your ward.
Yes, I am.
That is correct. Confirm that you have been elected under the popularly known as MBAS party in Meru.
Yes, I have been elected under the DEP or BAS party.
Thank you. Also confirm that you generated the report on public participation that you placed before this committee and which is contained in your bundle of documentation.
I cannot confirm that because the report is prepared by the clerks of the county assembly. I could not have been in the 16 stations where public participation was done so that I can come and report. It's the clerks of the assembly who were in those areas, together with the unsent records that they gathered from the hearings of the public and from the speeches that were made, who prepared the report, who brought together all the views that came from the 16 stations. But since I was the mover of the motion, I ran the report in the assembly.
Let me refer you to your own bundle of documents, and I'm referring to volume 4 at page 7. Kindly read the title of that document.
Can I get a copy of volume 4?
Page 7 of volume 4.
Yes?
Can you read the title of that document that appears from page 7?
It's the report of the public participation on the motion to impeach the Meru County Governor, conducted at various sub-counties in Meru County on the 13th of December, 2022.
So that is a report.
Yes.
And that report goes on from page 7 to page 16. Am I right?
Yes.
And at the bottom of page 16, your name appears, Honorable DMK Kyogora, Member of County Assembly, Abogeta West Ward.
Yes.
And that indeed is the end of the report.
Yes.
So this is your report, Honorable MCA.
In that regard, it is.
It is. Thank you. Did you have an opportunity to peruse through and analyze the memoranda and other?
Order, Counsel. Witness, are you withdrawing your earlier remark that this was not your report?
Yes.
And substituting it?
I'm withdrawing my earlier comment that this was not my report and substituting that this is my report.
Why the sudden change within a space of very few seconds?
So according to what I understood, the question you had asked before going into the report was whether I am the one who went to all these places. That's the way I understood the first places, hearing the opinion of the public, and then I did the report myself. But I own it since I was the mover of the motion, and there is no provision for any other person in the assembly other than the mover to read the report together with the motion that they are moving.
Counsel?
Thank you, Chair. My question was very specific as to whether he generated the report, not whether he collected the views. We shall address that issue at the closing point, Mr. Chair, but thank you for that.
There is a difference between generation and delivering the report, and that's what I want. I understood generation of the report. That's why.
Honorable MC, I have not asked a question. It is cross-examination. You strictly answer the questions. You do not give remarks unless you're called upon to do so.
Through the chair, I was replying to the chair's question.
Order, witness. You will not chair this session. You will respond to questions. You are risking messing your case by volunteering information. Stick to the things you are asked for.
I hear you, Chair.
Thank you. So, Honorable MCA, it is on record that you have a particular hatred for the governor of Meru. Is that true?
That's not true.
That's not true. Have you made any utterances or statements that confirm that you think the people of Meru made a mistake electing this governor? Are you on record saying that?
I have not made any remarks saying that the people of Meru made a mistake by electing the governor.
Have you at any point said that the governor of Meru is incompetent, illiterate, and so on?
Maybe during the campaigns.
During the campaign. So you confirm that during the campaigns you uttered utterances to the effect that the governor was incompetent and illiterate.
And I still uphold that view.
Thank you very much. So you still uphold the fact that the governor is illiterate and incompetent.
Those are the words of the campaign, and they are still my words.
Thank you. That conviction then led you to believe that the only solution available is for the governor to be impeached. Isn't that the case?
No, it doesn't matter my convictions. What matters is the evidence, is the actions of the governor to prove me wrong.
To prove you wrong.
Yes, through our actions.
Let's go back to the public participation report. Did you analyze the various views and memoranda presented by the people of Meru as you allege?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
All of them?
Yes.
Thank you. Have you noted that all the memorandum were received by the County Assembly on 13th of December? Have you made that confirmation?
Through the stamps.
Through the stamps.
Yes.
And the stamps indicate that that is the day when all the memorandums were received by the clerk.
Yes.
When was the advertisement done for the people of Meru to present their memoranda?
7 days prior.
7 days.
Yes.
Precisely, that was on 7th of December, isn't it?
Yes.
That is when the advert went out.
Yes.
And there is no member of Meru community that presented their memorandum until 13th. All of them suddenly presented their memoranda on one day, on 13th.
Yes, the forum was open for oral presentations or written memoranda, so that those who brought memoranda and never spoke, the memoranda spoke for them or briefly talked about what is the memoranda and sat down, and others who gave their oral presentations.
Talking about the written memorandum, was there any memorandum received prior to 13th?
I cannot deny or confirm that because I'm not party to the people who have access to the emails of the county.
You have your report and it's on record and you have it with you. Can you peruse through the written memorandum and show me any memorandum that was received by the clerk before 13th?
The likely truth teller for receiving memoranda could not just be the stamp also by the date the memoranda was sent. If they were to be printed straight from the emails, they can show directly when those particular emails was received.
Yet there are no emails that have been produced before this house. Are there any emails produced before this court, this committee?
I think we are subjecting ourselves to the report of the motion.
It's a direct question, DMK.
And going by the fact that some of the supplementary affidavits that you have brought at the moment, if requested upon, they can be submitted together with other materials like the chair directed about the supplemental materials.
Let's move on to the next question. Do you also note from your report that all the memorandum against the impeachment of the governor are handwritten, yet those that are in support of the impeachment are printed? Can you confirm that fact from your own report?
I cannot confirm that.
Cannot confirm. You have the report with you. Why can't you confirm? I put it to you that all the memorandum, written memorandum, that are against the impeachment are handwritten, confirming to the originality. But all the others are computer printed. Is that the case?
No. I even have one on page 396 of your volume, whereby someone by the name Jacob Idhali, ID number 13525495, reads, if I can read this correctly, mimi nikiwa mkaaji wa Naadho Ward, nasema
Mr. DMK,
Kawira Mwangaza ameshindwa kufanya kazi na viongozi wengine.
Confirm that you're reading from page 396.
Yes.
Is that document handwritten or computer printed?
This one is... This document is handwritten. It's just photocopied.
Period. That's what I wanted to confirm. That any memorandum not in support of the...
But this one is in support of impeachment. Can you read it?
No, you're answering your own question. I am saying, is there any written memorandum against the impeachment that is computer generated? Or they are all handwritten?
You're confusing me, Counsel. You're saying the memoranda...
Order. Counsel, reparaphrase your question.
Yes.
We want to be clear. We want the witness to know what he's responding to.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Reparaphrase, please.
Honorable DMK, I'm asking a simple question. Is there any memorandum that is not in support of the impeachment that is computer generated? Am I clear now?
In a memoranda?
Yes, in your report.
That is not in support of the motion.
Yes.
Which means any memoranda that is in support of the motion that is computer generated. That is the question.
It's a direct question. Why are you paraphrasing? I am asking you, have you come across any memorandum that says the governor should not be impeached that is computer generated?
I've not gone through, so I cannot confirm that unless we go through them. There are thousands of them.
Yet you generated the report.
Order witness. Witness. This is your evidence. So if you cannot convert your own evidence, you are saying the document before us is not yours.
Yes, this document, Mr. Chair, is mine. Yes.
And respond.
To be fair, Chair, through the Chair, to be fair, I don't think it's the witness alone who is confused by what counsel is asking. I am also confused. What are you asking the witness? Because he has read to you a document that is handwritten, that is not in support of the impeachment. That's what he was reading at 139, I believe. So I am also confused, Chair.
That's why I said I gave him an opportunity to reparaphrase. You start afresh and go slowly. Don't rush. Once you use not and not twice,
it's positive.
Many people get lost because English is not our language anyway.
Thank you, Chair. DMK, a very direct question. Have you come across any memorandum by members of the public asking the governor not to be impeached that is not handwritten?
A memorandum supporting impeachment that is unwritten, right?
No. A memorandum that is not in support of the impeachment. Let me put it differently. Curiously, DMK, all the memorandum that are in support of the impeachment are computer generated. And all the memorandum that are not in support of the impeachment are handwritten. Am I right or wrong?
You're wrong.
Show me one that is not.
Because you are saying they are computer generated.
Yes.
What is computer generated, Council, according to what you're asking? Because if I wrote my memorandum using a computer, or I went to a cyber and typed it and printed, I brought the memorandum, somebody else wrote theirs, it was photocopied. All of them are supposed to be admitted as a memorandum because some people went to the cybers, they wrote their memorandum and brought them. Others wrote them by hand, then they are being photocopied using the computers.
Through the Chair, Council.
You are confused?
We have the bundle. At page 189, there is a document that is typed. 189. It is typed, what you're calling computer generated. It says, I humbly pray to support the impeachment motion of impeaching Honorable Bishop Kawira Mwangaza. It's a typed document supporting the impeachment. At page 390, there's a handwritten document. It's not typed.
Yes.
And she is saying, whoever it is writing, saying, for the following reasons, I request the Honorable choose to impeach the governor. Saying the same thing. So what is your point, Council? Because you have lost me.
Let me go straight to demonstrate my point here.
Yes.
Let's turn to page 175.
175.
Are we there? Can you read the first paragraph, the first two paragraphs?
I am a female adult of sound mind, of ID number 32692985, a citizen of the Republic of Kenya working and residing in Abodogochi West Ward, Imen Central Sub-County, Meru County. I wish to support Honorable DMK's notice of motion dated the 21st of November 2022 intended to impeach the Honorable Kawira Mwangaza by stating the following. That on the 3rd October 2022, Murega Baichu, and goes on to state other reasons.
Can you read the next memoranda?
Which page?
Page 177?
Yes. Can you read the first 3 paragraphs?
That I am a female and daughter of sound mind, ID number 39, 33, 77, 18, a citizen of the Republic of Kenya, and a resident of Abodhogochi West Ward, Immense Central Sub-County, Meru County. I wish to support Honorable DMK Kyogora's notice of motion dated the 21st of November 2022, intending to impeach Honorable Kawira Mwangaza by stating the following reasons.
Are you looking at paragraph 1? Is it similar to what appears at paragraph 2 at page 175, verbatim, word for word?
Appears similar, but it's not the same.
Same. Can you kindly read 175, paragraph 2? First of all, tell us who is the author of that memorandum.
175.
175.
Felicity Kinanu.
And the one appearing under page 177?
Betty Gasheru.
You confirm those are 2 different people?
Yes.
Can you read what Felicity says at paragraph 2? Compare that with what Betty Gasheri says at paragraph 177. I'm rather page 177, page 1.
The point number 1.
Yes.
That on the 3rd of October 2022, Murega Baisho, husband to Honorable Kawira Mwangaza, after visiting Nyegoji MOS Center, Governor on a Facebook page without tangible facts declared the owner of the lease facilities as thieves and refused to pay the pending bills. Number 2, that I watched Weru TV on 7:30 p.m. news and saw county workers denying access to Dr. John Toiti, the general manager to Meru County Revenue Board offices at Makutano, which was against the court orders issued as it was reported in the news bulletin.
Have you seen any similarity, word for word, with what those 2 say?
It's not, because if you look at page 177.
Order witness. We are not going to spend the whole evening.
It's not.
On the same point. The point the council is making is that either these documents are doctored, or it is a case of copy and paste. Somebody was working for these people and telling them to append signatures. Just sort it out, we proceed.
Thank you, Chair. May I demonstrate one more?
Yes, please.
Because of time.
Yeah.
Can you go to page 153? Tell me which citizen of Meru presented that memorandum. 153.
Duranira Salesio Mutuma.
Duranira Salesio Mutuma.
Yes.
I am sure you know who Salesio Mutuma is.
Yes.
He comes from Bori Ward. Is that true? Bori constituency.
Yes.
Compare that with page 211. Who is the author of that memorandum?
Page 211 is a continuation of page 210. And the others are many listed there.
I want you to read paragraph
up to 129.
Read paragraph 2.9, appearing at page 153. Read that paragraph. Yes.
That on the 25th of October 2022, Honorable Kawira Mwangaza, while in Abogeta Westward, South Imenti constituency appointed.
No. Do not. Please read what is written.
Page 153.
It is not appointed. Read what is written there. There is a word there. You've just said appointed.
It's appointed.
Appointed. You believe that is a typo, right?
Yes.
Good. Can we go to page 211? Paragraph 5. Paragraph 5.
That on 25th of October 2022, while in Abogesta Westward, South Imenti constituency, appointed alternative MCAs.
So is it possible that two different people in two different locations are making the same typographical error?
What you recognize, Council, is that Celestio Motuma might come from Bore, but he's a resident of Menti South. So there is a possibility, and he's very active in politics, that these people might know each other. So it doesn't have to be because they come from different places.
Order, Mr. Kiogora. You are on oath, and your counsel will advise you that there is an offense called perjury.
Is it possible, and you've not answered that question, that two different people presenting their thoughts on the impeachment are making the same typographical errors when presenting their views?
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
Doesn't it then confirm that these documents were prepared by the same person?
I cannot confirm that.
From your assessment?
I can't confirm that.
But do you confirm that the contents,
audit.
Do you confirm that the contents therein are appearing word for word, including making the same typographical errors?
Yes, they appear word to word as the motion.
Let's go to 177 again. Paragraph 1. Compare that with what appears at 189. Paragraph 1. Read the contents. 177.
Chair, I think Council should be advised that your point has been made. You do not need to belabor the point. You are presenting before a committee of people who can tell what is going on. You have had the warning that the chair has read to the gentleman. I think your point is made. Move on. We don't have the time.
Thank you very much, Honorable Senator, for that. So I put it to you, lastly, that indeed all the written memorandum were done by people who are seated in a room and keen on ensuring that the governor goes home, and they usurp the role of the people by purporting that indeed the people of Meru wanted the governor impeached. What would you say?
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Thank you. Let's go to the illegal appointments. Let's first of all look at the illegal appointment of the first gentleman. Rather, before I go there, in your oversight role, have you at any point summoned the governor to appear before the county assembly or before any committee to answer to any of the allegations that you seek her to be impeached for?
No.
You have not. Don't you think that the first point of call would be to summon the governor or any other office holder to shed light on the allegations before you proceed to the very last resort of seeking to impeach the governor?
According to the veracity of the issues that are touched on motions, it would have called us to summon her to many committees because she was committing offenses around different areas. It's technically impossible.
To do what?
To summon her to so many committees to answer to so many charges. She has 62 of them.
But there has been no attempt to summon even to one.
There hasn't been an attempt.
There hasn't been any attempt. Was there anything that preventing you from doing that?
Nothing that I can speak of, but the veracity of the number of offenses committed in the short period, and also the fact that in the timing of the formation of the committees of the county assembly, the time they have been elected, forming them and having chairs in place, so many things have been done that culminated to this gross misconduct, whose cure, according to the Constitution, is impeachment. So I think even being summoned at the assembly and refusing to come is audience enough that she ignored.
Thank you. You have alleged that the governor is guilty of nepotism and illegal appointments, specifically the appointment of a spouse in a county office.
Yes.
Which county office was the first gentleman appointed to?
That of the patron of the Meru Youth Service.
Is that an office under the county establishment?
It's inexistent, so it was being created and an occupant declared the very moment.
So you confirm that indeed there was no such office established by law?
The governor created it.
Do you have any instrument of that creation?
The governor herself, she's supposed to be taken seriously with her words, and it was played here.
Are you also aware that first gentlemen and first ladies of various counties have various roles they play or initiatives that they spearhead within their respective counties?
I'm aware of that, and those are programs, normally programs that are of CSR in nature.
Thank you. So they are corporate. CSR means, I believe you mean corporate?
Social responsibility.
Thank you.
Yes.
Did you take time to establish whether this appointment was under corporate social responsibility?
It was not, and it was not gazetted as such.
Did you take time?
I took time to interrogate it. The creation of an office in a body already established by an act cannot be taken to be CSR.
What was the nature of your investigations?
Inquiring into the law, first of all, the constitution itself about the creation of county offices, about the creation and the way public service is supposed to be run, the County Governments Act. I also inquired about the County Assembly's own act, whether it has given the governor any mandate to expand the organs that were created by the Meru County Service Act.
In the clip that you played here, the governor specifically says that this is a voluntary job and it will not attract any salary. Is that true or not?
That's what she said.
Is there any public office that is done voluntarily or without any pay?
The one she was creating, she is creating presidents.
Is there any public office?
That was the first that she created.
You were in the previous government as an MCA. Are you aware that the first lady of Meru then, Priscilla Moronge, was appointed by her husband to a public office?
I'm not aware that that was a public office. It was a program that was called CSR, and I think you adduced an attachment of a gazette notice where the CCM sat down and created the Taweza program, akin to what the first lady of the country and created the Zero Beyond Zero, such a CSR body was created, not body, rather, a CSR activity for the first lady.
So there was gazettement of that office?
Yes, and it was created on an act.
Private offices you had gazetted?
Private offices?
Yes. Corporate social responsibility offices, are they usually gazetted?
Was that an office? It was not.
I'm asking you.
It was a program. I'm not saying that the previous governor did not create any office. And in any regard, he is not under trial here.
Did you at any point question the governor of Meru then, on Abokiraitu, on the appointment of his wife to spearhead that program?
There was no need for questioning.
There was no need for questioning?
Yes.
Why is that so?
As I said, this is a CSR program that was created. It's not like you create a county office in an existing semi-autonomous body whereby you create a patron. When you put someone as a patron of an organ that exists, you are giving them mandate even to summon that organ because they are the patron. And that's what the spouse started doing.
You confirm that establishment of new offices is under the mandate of the County Public Service Board?
Yes.
Was this done through the County Public Service Board?
No.
Did you at any time try to...
Which one now are you talking about? The one for the current governor or the previous governor?
The one by the current governor. Did you?
She did not create it on the County Public Service Board.
Where was it created then?
She created by her speech that she read, that was played in the very house.
Did you at any time confirm with the County Public Service Board whether indeed that office was ever created under the county?
That is immaterial because the governor of the county is not a comedian. Our ones are supposed to be taken seriously.
Order witness. You cannot do that. When a question is put to you, you answer either in the affirmative or not. You can now not become opinionated and start saying it is immaterial. Don't, please.
I'm guided, Honorable Chair.
For the respect of the people of Meru.
I'm guided, Honorable Chair.
This is a very emotive issue.
Have you sought information from Treasury Meru County whether the first gentleman is under any pay using public money?
I have not, and there was no need because the governor clearly said that he will not be paid, so there was no need to inquire.
So you know that he was not supposed to be paid?
The governor said he will not be paid.
Then what is your accusation against the first gentleman? It's not a public office.
I'm not accusing the first gentleman. I'm accusing the governor.
Of doing exactly what? Of
creating an office and an organ that was created by an act of the county assembly, calling it the patron of the Male Youth Service, and appointing the spouse there. And we know the work of Male Youth Service, the kind of budget that service has.
Let's move on. You've also accused the governor of usurping the role of the municipal board.
Yes.
And to that effect, you have produced a clip showing the governor appointing members of the public to a committee.
Yes.
So the question is, was the governor appointing members of the municipal board, or was she appointing a committee to deal with a specific issue?
She was appointing a committee to deal with matters that are supposed to be left to the Meru Municipal Board. And the board has been mandated to deal with the issues she was appointing a committee to deal with.
Have you summoned the board to shed light on whether, indeed, their roles and mandate have been taken over by this committee?
We have not.
Have you looked at the terms of reference of this committee?
Yes, from the speech the governor gave.
But
we have heard the terms of reference that she gave them.
But have you sought from the governor or any other public office?
Yes, we sought the governor to come to the county assembly on the 14th of December to explain these charges, and she failed to come.
Do you understand the function and establishment of the municipal board?
Yes, I do understand.
What are they? What are their functions?
The board is supposed to oversee issues that have to be done around the Meru municipality.
Pardon?
The board is supposed to oversee functions, issues that are supposed to be dealt with around the municipality.
You're supposed to be guiding us on the specific functions, and that's what I asked.
Am I allowed to
what
refer
are those
to the law?
Go ahead. Because you've accused the governor of usurping the role of the municipal board. I would expect you to know the functions of the municipal board. Specifically, which functions did she usurp?
I'd like to request council for the county assembly to supply with the Meru Municipal Charter.
I am amazed, DMK, that this is your motion and you have no idea what the functions of the municipal board are, yet you're accusing the governor of usurping those functions. That you have to seek help of your council to do that.
I'm not a lawyer, so forgive me, please. And there are so many illegal things she has done for me to grasp all of them.
Yeah, kindly, you can share with the witness.
Perhaps, Chair, as he shares, he should also refer to us on which pages we can be able to follow those on their bundle.
Chair, that would be volume 2 of the Assembly's documents at page 56. And it also goes to page 57, pages 56 and 57.
Yes, the board is supposed to exercise the executive authority as delegated by the county executive, that's the governor, ensure provision of services to its residents, as the residents of the municipality, impose such fees, levies, and charges as may be authorized by the county government for delivery of services by the municipality or the city, promote constitutional values and principles, ensure the implementation and compliance with policies formulated by both and the national and county government, make bylaws or make recommendations for issues to be included in the bylaws, ensure participation of the residents in decision-making, its activities and programs in accordance with the schedule to this Act, exercise such other powers as may be delegated by the County Executive Committee.
Do you know of the specific issue that the governor was addressing?
Yes.
When he met the warring groups of the taxi drivers?
Yes.
What was the issue?
The issue was about squabbles regarding parking spaces and some people who had taken over a site known as the G4S area. And one person had taken over the area and was deciding who would pick passengers from there. Then there were the issues of leadership emanating from various taxi operator organizations that are within the town.
Did the governor then try to look for an homegrown solution by asking volunteers from the two warring groups to form a committee and present a formal memoranda to her?
No.
Is that what she did?
No.
What did she do?
She appointed them, appointed our chairman, appointed the treasurer, appointed the vice chairman from the people who are there.
What were the mandates of that committee?
To go and investigate as to what are the issues that are being raised in the town, then to ensure that people settle where they are supposed to settle, especially those who are picking passengers, to pick them from where the committee will designate them to pick passengers from, which is a mandate of the board.
Of all the people who are appointed by the governor to be in that committee, has any of them drawn any benefits from the county coffers?
They have not drawn any benefits that I'm aware of.
Have they in any way benefited from taxpayers' money?
They have not benefited from the taxpayers' money in any way that I'm aware of.
The people who are appointed by the municipal board, are they usually paid or appreciated by way of allowances?
I would answer to that because...
It's a yes or no question. Are they usually appreciated or draw salaries or allowances from the county?
No.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not the bureau manager to know, but these people, this is an autonomous body that is not supposed to be paid.
Have you tried to seek information from the payroll master on whether these people are being paid by county coffers?
I have not, and if they were paid, then it's a duplication of functions by refusing people who are paid to do the job they are paid for.
Thank you. Let's go to the other roadside appointment at Timau. And here you accuse the governor of appointing firefighters.
Yes.
What are the names of those appointees that were appointed as firefighters?
They're being pointed there from the evidence that we have where the governor is asking.
What are the names of the appointees?
I don't have the exact names.
You do not have the names of the appointees?
Yes.
Do you know if those people who are presented to the governor were eventually ever recruited or hired to serve as firefighters?
That is immaterial.
Order, Mheshimiwa. Mheshimiwa, kindly take
I'm guided, Honorable Chair.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
I'm here to help you to win your case. Okay? The lawyer is destroying your case. Answer his questions slowly and to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Chair, perhaps extend some courtesy to him by offering a bottle of water. He can relax.
Yeah. Be given some.
I have some.
Nobody's going to fight here and whatnot. You know, when you allege, the law is very clear. He who alleges must prove. So when you refuse that burden, your evidence becomes garbage. So take time, don't rush, and prove. And for God's sake, for the final time, if you will consider any question as being immaterial, we will declare you either a hostile witness or a witness who is not cooperative. That is not our intention. Please.
Point taken, Honorable Chair.
Chair, can I crave your leave? I think, Chair, we have been constrained to point out There is nowhere this witness in the impeachment motion has alleged that that committee or any of the people drew salaries or benefits, so that although the question may be relevant, it is unfair for him to be asked a question and told if he alleges, he must prove, because although the question is admissible, he has not actually alleged anywhere in the motion that these people drew salaries or benefits and those sort of things. So I'm saying let's also be fair to the witness. If he has alleged anything and he must prove it to the four corners of his allegation, but things he hasn't alleged, he will of course struggle to answer questions about things he hasn't alleged, and it is imputed that he has alleged them.
Counsel, I'm told you are a classmate of Edwin Sifuna. It therefore means you have practiced law for a while. And you know that at the end of this exercise, we will give you an opportunity to do what you are attempting to do. So could you hold your horse? Yes, hold your horse. Unless you want to take the witness stand.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair. We had intended to raise that issue the chair has raised, that throughout the examination in chief, even when the counsel for the assembly offered opinions and answers to be confirmed by the witness, we did not object for the sake of time. And the chair is good, and we appreciate that you confirm. Let us not be interjected. We are flowing very well with this uncooperative witness until the counsel stood. Let him allow us to struggle. We resort to chair for guidance. Let us not be interjected. Thank you for protection.
Thank you. And then, my dear counsel for the governor, we are managing time. I've already given you 45 minutes. So know how to use your time. Or are you competing for the 1 hour?
No.
Don't hang too much on small print and fail to tackle the big issues.
Thank you, Chair. I am on to my last two questions. Then I usher in my learned friend to proceed with the rest of the cross-examination. DMK, of all the alleged roadside recruitments, have you gotten any confirmation from the County Public Service Board that indeed any of those nominees was eventually recruited?
No, I've not.
You have not. Has the County Public Service Board ever complained that their roles and mandate is being usurped by the governor?
I've not seen such a complaint anywhere.
You have not seen any. Lastly, in all the rallies, Timau, Nkobo, Kianjai, and the Meru stage, were you present?
I was not.
You are not?
Yes.
So you cannot confirm the context under which those pronouncements were made?
I can confirm from the videos and the TV because I follow TV. I can confirm from the videos and from the speeches, and it was clear as to the intentions.
Do those videos cover the entire event from beginning to end?
Of course not. They are very long.
They do not.
Yes.
So you are not aware of the actual context under which those statements were made?
I'm aware of the context. I'm aware of what I have adduced as to the intention of hiring that the governor has done.
Yet you confirm that none of those people were ever eventually hired or recruited?
I've not seen any.
Thank you.
From the service board.
Thank you. I usher in my brother to proceed.
Proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. Mr. DMK, how are you?
I'm very fine, sir.
Please put your name on Hansard, sir.
My name is Manassas Mwangi. Manassas Mwangi, appearing for the Governor of Meru County, Her Excellency Kawera MWANGAZA. DMK, you're serving the people of Meru for the second term?
Yes.
Have you been employed in public service?
Yes.
What capacity?
I was a loan